Hi guys, it's Nadia. Welcome back to Matchy Flow. Today we have a mobility Pilates flow on deck. So it's not going to be the most extraneous, intense, hard labor workout you've ever done. It's going to really just slow things down, work on opening up, get your joints moving, get some rotations, lots of good feeling in that respect there. All you'll need is a Pilates ball if you have one, and just a mat or some floor space. So once you have all of that, grab your matcha, grab your water, and I'll see you real soon. All right, so to get started, let's just meet in a tabletop. We'll start to warm our spine up. Coming nice and neutral, hips directly over your knees, shoulders directly over your wrists. Plant the tops of your feet, really press them down into your mat. Together we'll find a curve through our spine. We'll take cow, inhale, look up. Exhale, we'll start to rotate the other way. Take your gaze towards your navel. Inhale, we look up, keeping it really slow and controlled. Exhale, taking it back down. I really wanted to get a little bit of this practice in today because in my classes, I try to work in some mobility work, lots of rotations, ankle taps, good fun things like that. Just because I feel like we tend to forget it. We spend a lot of time, come back to neutral, let's bring our hips back and forward. We spend a lot of time, hunching over. A lot of us work desk jobs, we're on our phone, we sleep weird. So it's important to just take time to strip it back and just really work on getting everything nice and mobile. Just bringing your hips back and forward. Let's take 2 more here. If it feels better to bring your toes together, your knees a little bit wider, that's totally fine. Last one. Awesome, let's hold back in our child's pose. Bring your knees a little bit wider so they're almost the distance of your mat. You're gonna sit down and press just the palms of your hands into your mat. The bottoms of your arms are not touching your mat. You're just getting a really good stretch. Actively press your hands away from your tailbone and your tailbone away from your hands to just elongate here. Taking a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Carefully, let's walk our hands in. We're going to place the backs of our hands down on our mat, fingertips facing us so your palms are up. Just start to rock forward and back here. If it helps you to kind of hover your hips above your heels, that's totally fine. And then keeping our fingertips facing us, we're gonna plant our palms into our mat, just rocking back and forth. Beautiful. Keeping our palms down, we will now rotate so that our fingertips are facing each other towards the midline. Press your shoulders away. Maybe just stretch your neck out a little bit. And then we'll press our palms out. Press our fingertips out, palms still into the mat. Last thing here is that the backs of your hands will go onto your mat, palms facing up, fingertips facing each other towards the midline. Awesome. So nice and mobile through our wrists, just taking circles here. Maybe you bring your hands together, intertwine your fingers, just taking some wrist circles. Whew. Even just doing that after having done some computer work today feels really good. Awesome. Let's bring our right foot forward. We're gonna flex our left foot and just sit down and back, stretching out through our foot really here, which is gonna be good because we'll be doing a lot of standing work. Maybe you come to sit up. And then let's switch our feet out. So you're gonna flex through your right foot, sit back on your heel. Left foot comes forward, stretching the back of our foot out here. Perfect. We're gonna start by getting into a tabletop position. The ball is gonna come right between your thighs. Sorry, not a tabletop, a hip bridge position. Ball's gonna come right in between your thighs. We're just gonna work on really nailing our form here. So keep it extra slow, extra controlled. Feet are about hips distance apart. Toes are parallel. If this starts to bother your hips, you can point your toes out, but let's start here and just see how we feel. The ball is gonna go between your inner thighs. So not your knees, you'll slide it up a couple inches and we're gonna apply pressure. From here, you'll start to feel your glutes activate. Can you tuck your tailbone in a little bit more so that your spine is completely flat and imprinted up on your mat? Together, we're gonna lift up as one collective unit. So your hips are tucked, everything comes up for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, exhale to lift for 4, for 3, for 2, hold high on 1. We're going to press into the ball and release, press and release. I know you're probably thinking, Nadia, this is not necessarily mobility work, which I totally understand. We just need to warm up our legs a little bit so we can get there. We'll press for another 4, 3, 2, hold on 1. Lower abs engage, hips are tucked, glutes activated. We'll start to lower halfway for 2. Keep a squeeze in the ball, come halfway down for 1. We lift up for 2, up for 1. Inhale, you come down. Exhale, you lift back up. So just coming down for halfway. We have another 8 here. Give me 7. If it feels good to apply a little pressure with your palms on your hip bones, feel free to do so. Sometimes I like to do it just to check that everything is tucked under. You've got another 4. Give me 3. You've got 2. Last one, we hold at the top. From here, we're gonna bring our hips all the way down for 4, 3, 2, hover above your mat on 1, we lift for 4, 3, 2, press into the ball twice at the top, hold your squeeze, we come down for 4. And we pike it back up, lifting our hips, press on the ball, coming back down. You'll start to feel it nice and juicy, clenching tightness, not clenching, but just a really tight glute activation through your glute medius here, that outer lower part. And we lift. Let's take another 5 here. Pulse, pulse. I was kind of forgetting my pulse there, so hopefully you weren't. We'll lift for another 4. Pulse, pulse, hold your squeeze, you come back down. Hips lift for 3. Squeeze through your lower abs, pulse, pulse. You have 2. Last one, we lower and hover, we lift, and we pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on 1. Very carefully, you bring your spine down for 8, 7, hips lower for 6, for 5, for 4. Feel each vertebra have its own set of contact with the mat in 3, in 2, and in 1. Awesome. Ball is gonna come between your hands. Your legs are gonna come up into tabletop. From here, your arms are gonna extend back for 2. Just like a lat pull down for 1, they come up for 2, up for 1. So no heavy weights here. Just really working on the extension as you lean back, bring your arms back, and then you bring your arms forward. The whole time your spine is imprinted on the mat. If you start to feel your spine arch or your hips lift, that's a good sign that you may be going a little too deep and that you probably need to tuck your hips a little bit more. Make sure that your knees are directly over your hips. Give me another 10 here. Sorry, not 10. Give me another 2 here. Sorry, guys. Last one. Hands come back over shoulders, still holding the ball, slight pressure. From here, left toes dip down, left toes come back to tabletop. Left toes down, left toes back to tabletop. Now, if this is too much for you to just hold, your right foot can come down as you tap your left toes and you lift them back up. It might help you actually get a little bit better traction with your spine on the imprint of the mat. Let's go for another 5 here. You've got 4. Give me 3. Nice and slow, keep it super light for 2. Gaze is towards the ceiling, down for 1. Now we're gonna go halfway back with our arms as our toe taps and come back up. Down and up. Give me another 8 here. We'll take it over to the right in 7, You've got 6. Sometimes even slowing it down like this makes it even harder because you have to be so much more involved, so much more controlled. You've got another 4. You've got 3. Give me 2. And 1. Coming back to tabletop, hands over shoulders. We dip our right toes down, we lift back up. We dip down and lift. Now, on your lower, if you start to feel your spine curve there, you don't have to go as low. You can just hover your right toes and bring it back up. Left foot to your mat is always an option as you dip down and come back up. Instantly, my spine feels so much heavier when I do that, and I have better control over it as well. Give me another 4 here. You've got 3. Give me 2. And 1. Last time we dip our toes. Now we add our upper body. Everything goes long. Exhale to come back up. Give me 9 more here. You've got 8. Give me another 7. We're gonna come up to our feet after this in 6. You've got 5. You have another 4. You've got 3. 2. Last one. Awesome. Carefully bring your feet down. Ball and arms can come down. Let's come on up. I'm gonna take my sweatshirt off real quick. Beautiful. Let's come right up to our feet. If you have a chair nearby or a bar or a wall, let's totally use that for your balance if you need. The ball is gonna come right behind your right knee. Left foot is stable into your mat. Slight bend in your knee. From here, I'm gonna twist so you can see me here. Ooh, let me not fall over. We're just gonna kick our left heel back and we'll kick it forward. You can come closer to your chest, just getting some good movement through our hip socket here. So we're working through both glutes here in different ways. Your left leg is stationary. There's a slight bend in your knees. Your foot is, in your knee. Your foot is planted and your ankle might start to hurt a little bit here, but it's probably because it just doesn't have the strength that you think it does. Just rocking back and forth for another 4. Now through the right side, we're squeezing with our heel, the ball a little bit closer, bringing everything to our glute for another 3. We're gonna work through the hip socket here for 2. Coming all the way back on 1. From here, we're gonna open up wide to a fire hydrant and back down. Now, if you had a chair here, this would be a good way to stay stable. Leaning over into my right side, letting my oblique help me. You've got another 7 here. You've got 6. We're gonna emulate a lot of this movement on the floor a little bit later, but I wanna try it standing too, so you can feel your hip in different ways with more support and less support. Give me another 3. You have 2. You have 1. Now we're gonna stand straight up. Knee's gonna come to chest and just down so our knee is in line with our hip. This is also probably really good to do on days when you need a little bit of a slower set of movement. We're just waking up. Maybe you're super sore or you've been spending a lot of time kind of clenched up and tight. Give me another 5 here. Holding your core nice and tight. Tailbone is tucked under for another 3. You have 2. Last one, knee comes to chest. From here, we're gonna open our knee wide, come back to the center line. If it feels better to bring your hands to your hips, that's fine. Hands could also come above your head, maybe behind your head. Hands can be at prayer, down by your sides, whatever feels best. Give me another 7. You've got 6. Not to jinx myself, but I thought it'd be a little bit wobblier, which means that I have good core strength. And hopefully if you've been doing some of my other workouts, you feel the same. Give me 2. And 1. We're gonna bring our knee down and just take little circles. Maybe you bend your left knee a little bit more, hinge forward. We've got another 6. We're just taking 8 in each direction for 5. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch directions. So opposite of what you were going before for another 7. You have 6, left leg definitely feeling it for 5. You've got 4, 3, 2, ooh, I jinxed myself, and 1. Awesome, ball comes out, shake out your left leg. Right knee bends once again. We're just gonna dip forward, ball in between our hands, foot is flexed, and then we stand back up. So just like those little bird toys where it's like the beak dips, and then they stand back up, if you've ever seen those. Ball has some tension on it. Oh my gosh, now I'm really jinxing myself. You've got another 8. If you had a bar here, you wanted to use it on the side as you dipped forward, totally good. You've got another 6. Give me 5. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find your mat or the floor behind you. We come into a triangle, pose with our legs, our arms extend long. We bring everything up, arms extend long, flat back. We've got another 8 here. So this should feel really good on the back side of your legs. Both toes are pointed forward, legs are in parallel. Make sure your knees are not buckling in. We've got 6. We're gonna bring it to the other side in 5. You have 4. Give me 3. You've got 2. And 1. Awesome, step your foot in, shake it out. Plant your right foot down. Ball comes behind your left knee this time. We're gonna start to rock our heel back, squeezing the ball with our heel to our glute and forward. You've got 9. Bend through your right knee a little bit for 8. Inhale as you extend back, exhale as you drive forward for 6. You've got 5. Squeeze through your left oblique to help support you. Hips are in line with each other for 4. You've got 3. Give me 2. Last one. Bring your knee in line with your hip. We open fire hydrant and back down. Fire hydrant and back down. You've got 8. Give me 7. You've got another 6. You go 4. Sorry, now we'll go 4. You've got 3. Foot is flexed here. Really squeeze your ball with your heel for 2. And 1. Let's stand straight up. This time knee comes to chest. Knee comes down in line with hip. You've got 8. 7. Give me 6. You've got 5. Give me another 4. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Let's bend over here. We take hip circles, any direction is fine. Left knee moving in rotation for another 5. We'll switch directions in 4. Bend through your right knee, lean a little bit forward for 3. For 2, hips are even. And 1, we switch directions. You have 8, 7. Ooh, I'm losing balance here for 6. Give me another 5. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, let's take the ball out. We're going to dip forward, and then we'll dip back up. So left knee is bent here, we dip forward and back up. Really bend through your leg. You've got another 4. You've got 3. Give me 2. And 1. Very carefully find your mat with your left knee. Sorry, your left foot. Knees are straight, arms point in front of you. We dip forward, we come up. Flat back, come forward, squeeze the ball. Exhale to stand. We've got another 8 here. You've got 7. So really sticking your tailbone out, hips are even, legs are in parallel. Your feet are like train tracks. For another 3. You have 2. Let it be a good stretch on the back side of your legs, not your arms. Last one. Awesome. Coming back to center, we're gonna actually bring the ball into our left hand. You're gonna rotate your arm around, stick your ball behind you. You're gonna rotate your arm in, ball grazes the side of your body, you bring it out front. We rotate, bring it back, rotate, bring it forward. Lots of good rotational work here. Give me another 6. You've got 5, maybe a slight bend in your knees. For 4. You've got 3. Give me another 2. And 1, you're gonna hold back. You're just gonna take teeny tiny circles with your shoulder for 8. 7, we'll switch directions in 6. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and we'll switch directions for 8, 7, 6, 5. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Arm comes right in front. We just lift and lower. I know it seems like it's not crazy, but I guarantee it just helps to loosen everything up for 8, 7. We'll switch arms in 6. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Bring the ball to your right hand, left hand to your hip. We rotate inwards, extend the ball behind us, rotate inwards, extend the ball out. Maybe you lean forward as your arm comes behind you. You stand straight up as your arm comes in front. You've got another 7. Give me 6. We've got 5. Inhale as your arm comes behind you for 4. Exhale as it comes in front for 3. You've got 2. Reminding myself here to slow it down also. Getting ahead of myself here. Last one, we keep it behind us. Take teeny tiny circles with your shoulder. Bring your shoulders down away from your ears for another 4. For 3, any direction is fine for 2. And 1, let's switch directions for 10, 9, 8, 7. You've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring your arm forward. We lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Shake it all out. Let's come down into a tabletop. So emulating the moves that we just did standing, we're gonna do something very similar in a tabletop. So ball will come behind your left knee. You're gonna come down onto your hands. If it feels better to come down to your elbows, totally fine here. I'm gonna pop back up for the time being. We bring our knee down, foot is flexed, hover above our mat. Left knee drives back up into donkey. We've got 9 here. Give me 8. You've got 7. Give me another 6. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. We come down, we open our hip, open to a fire hydrant for 10, 9, 8, 7. You've got 6. You have another 5. Very light and easy for 4. For 3, give me 2, and 1. You guessed it, hip circles out, around, and down for another 6. Just 8 in each direction. For 5, can you press your hands a little bit harder to your mat for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. We switch directions. You go up, around, and down for 7. You've got 6. Give me another 5. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna come down to our right elbow. Left knee comes back. We drive it forward to our left elbow. We drive our knee back. You've got 9, 8. Ooh, we're almost there. You've got 7, 6. Give me another 5. You've got 4. Give me 3. You've got 2 and 1. Awesome. Come up, we're gonna take some oblique twists here. We'll finish out on the right side slowly, but surely. We twist, we come back to center. We twist, we come back to center. Tension on your ball, pressure, push it, make sure it doesn't look like a circle. You have another 4. You've got 3. Ball to the center of your chest, you twist through your waist, not your shoulders for 2. Hold on 1. From here, you rotate open. Ball comes to your left hand, dip down, try to tap the inside of your left ankle with your right hand, you dip back up. Inhale to come down, exhale to lift. You've got 6. You've got 5. We're gonna switch it over to the right glute. In 4, meet me in a tabletop. In 3, in 2, and in 1. Awesome. I'm gonna switch directions so you can see me a little bit better. Ball tucks behind your right knee, foot is flexed. We lift up for 2. For 1, we lower. Just a donkey kick back. Tension on your ball, squeeze your heel closer to your glute. You've got another 8. We're almost at the finish line. You've just got your right side here. Give me 5, and then you're out of here. Give me 4. I will say, feel very grounded. I'm a little out of breath for 3, but it's all good. We're loosening up. It feels really good after working so hard. For 2 on some of the other workouts. And 1, foot comes to hover. We open our hip and knee up, and we come back down. Lean your weight a little bit more to the right. Squeeze through your right oblique to help you lift for 8. You've got 7. Give me 6. You have another 5. Work from strength, not momentum for 4. You got it, guys. Give me 3. You've got 2. And 1. I'm gonna come down to my elbows. We'll take our hip circles for 8. 7, any direction is fine. For 6, you know we're gonna flip it around. In 5, in 4, give me 3, 2, and 1. We'll switch directions for 8. So opposite direction, you just moved your knee and hip for 7. Give me 6. Ooh, my oblique feels tight for 5. For 4, give me 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So if you're not down on your left elbow, meet me there. Open your hip slightly. Right knee drives to right elbow. We bring it back and around. Exhale to drive. Inhale to come back. You've got another 8. We come up to our kneeling position in 7. Foot is flexed here. How close can you bring your knee to your elbow for 6? You've got another 5. Give me 4. You've got 3. Give me another 2. And last one. Awesome. Lower your right knee, remove the ball. Right foot comes forward. We're in a low lunge, ball between our hands. We twist towards the right for 2, for 1, center for 2, center for 1. You've got it. We'll take another 8 here. So ball stays at the center of your chest. You're twisting with your waist. Hold torso as one unit, not just your shoulders. So the ball isn't coming past your breast or past your shoulder. It's staying at the center of your chest. Give me another 4 here. Squeezing my glutes, my core, my inner thighs to keep me here. Squeezing my hands into the ball, obviously. For another 2. We hold open on 1. Extend our arms long. Ball comes into our right hand. I had to walk my right foot in a little bit. We dip forward, we inhale, tap the inside of our right ankle with our left hand. We come back up. Here is your grand finale. You have 9. Give me 8. You've got 7. You've got another 6. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. For another 5. You've got 4. 3 more. 2. Last one, bring it all the way up. Awesome job. Swing your legs around. We'll kneel here together. I'm gonna move my ball off to the side. Let's take a breath here to close out. Lower your eyes. your eyelids down, close your eyes. Hands come out to the sides, palms open, ready to receive. Inhale, we sweep our hands overhead, seal it at the top with a clap. Hands come down to heart center. Let's take a bow. Namaste. Be very proud of yourself. I know mobility is often overlooked, or because it's not like the hardest, most impactful, craziest workout, people tend to think that it's not important, but if anything, it probably is more important than getting everything super tough in. So with that said, feel free to take any other stretch after this that feels good to you. Hopefully you're feeling a little lighter and a little looser. Once again, my name is Nadia. This is Matchy Flow. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what other styles, formats, time lengths, props, etc. you'd like to see. Get some water today. Don't forget your protein. Spread some gratitude and love for your body and to those around you. That's it, you guys. Great job, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.